000. This number is not empty. It is not meaningless. 000 is a sign from the divine, a moment when everything resets, a portal that appears right before something powerful begins. But if you ignore it, you may miss your turning point. You may continue to walk in circles, repeating the same patterns, not realizing that the universe has already opened a door for you. That's why, if you've seen 000 more than once, this message is not optional. It's sacred, it's urgent, and it was sent just for you. If you stay with me until the end, you will understand what 000 really means in your life. You'll learn why it shows up right before a big decision, or when your soul is ready to release something that no longer serves you. You will discover how to recognize it, not just on clocks or receipts, but in the quiet space between thoughts, in the silence right before a major shift. And most importantly, you will learn how to use 000 as a sacred signal, a way to step into your next version, without fear, without doubt, with full trust in the path ahead. So take a deep breath, and let's begin. This is the sacred meaning of 000. The number 0 is the only number with no beginning and no end. It is the symbol of the infinite, a sacred circle, a return to source. When you see 000, the universe is not giving you a sign that something ends. It's showing you that everything is being renewed. 000 is like standing in the middle of a quiet white room. Nothing around you, no noise, no pressure, just space, pure, empty, and ready to be filled. That moment, that stillness, is not a mistake. It's a gift. Because only in that silence can your soul speak clearly. 000 appears when the divine wants you to remember something important. You are not broken. You are not late. You are exactly where you need to be, standing at the center of everything. In numerology, 0 amplifies all other numbers. It magnifies energy. It awakens potential. So when you see 000, it means the universe is not just watching, it is listening. And it's waiting for you to choose what comes next. This number is sacred space, and space is not empty. It is full of possibilities that haven't been claimed yet, but only you can decide how to fill it. 000 is your reminder that before creation, there was only light, and that light still lives inside you. Think about the last time you saw 000. Maybe it was on the clock, 12 o'clock, or 0000. Maybe it was at the gas station, on a receipt, or in the middle of a dream. You paused. You noticed. But did you truly understand what it meant? 000 doesn't show up randomly. It appears when you are about to complete a cycle and enter a new one. Maybe you've just closed a relationship. Maybe your job no longer feels like your path. Maybe you're not even sure who you are anymore, and suddenly 000 appears, not to give you answers, but to show you that the old is ending and the new hasn't begun yet. That space in between? That's where your power lives. Most people fear that space, the unknown, the emptiness, the silence, but 000 says, don't run from it, rest in it. This number shows up when your soul is trying to slow you down, to help you listen, to make space before something new is born. It may feel uncomfortable because we are taught to always move, to always do. But what if your next breakthrough only comes when you stop and breathe? 000 is not asking you to act. It's asking you to be still, to notice what is rising inside you, because once you hear it, your next chapter begins. 000 is not a number you chase. It's a number that finds you. It comes when your soul is calling for a new path, even if you haven't said it out loud yet. The message of 000 is simple, but powerful. The old is gone. Stop trying to fix it. This number appears when the universe wants you to stop looking backward, to stop replaying the past, to stop holding on to what no longer has life. It's the gentle whisper that says, you are standing on sacred ground now, and nothing behind you can follow. Many people miss this moment. They feel the urge to restart, but rush into something new out of fear. But 000 is not an invitation to rush. It's a command to pause. A holy moment when everything becomes still, just long enough for you to finally listen. The divine is saying, I have cleared the space. What will you build now? And not just in your work or your relationships, but in your inner world. What thoughts will you plant here? What beliefs will you leave behind? This is a full reset. A rare moment when the spiritual world opens a clear path, but only if you walk forward in truth. 000 is the breath before creation, the silence before a new name is spoken. And maybe, just maybe, you're hearing this right now because your soul is finally ready to be reborn. These signs never arrive by accident. You might notice it at midnight, glowing softly on your phone screen, or in the quiet moment when you finish a difficult conversation and glance at the time, 12:00. Some say it's just coincidence, but your soul knows better because the moment always feels a little stiller, a little colder, or suddenly warm in your chest, like something is shifting. These are not numbers. They are keys. They arrive when you're in between decisions, standing on an invisible edge, not yet sure what to do, but feeling something changing. You might be walking alone, lost in thought, and hear a soft bell in the distance. You look up, and there it is again. The 000, staring back. It shows up when time stretches, when reality bends, even just for a second. You feel it. Your breath slows. Your body pauses. Your mind asks, is this a message? And that question, right there, is the answer. Because these moments don't interrupt you, they align with you. You've seen this sign because your soul is awake enough to notice, and ready enough to begin again. If you pay attention, you'll notice it's more than digital clocks or receipts. It's in the number of seconds you pause before a big decision, in the timestamp on an important email, in the chapter you open when you finally start reading that book you've avoided for months. It even appears in dreams, circular symbols, tunnels of light, the sensation of falling but feeling safe, all pointing to one truth. Something old is dissolving, and something new wants to be born, but it needs space and silence and your full attention. If you've stayed with me until now, you already feel it. This isn't just a number, it's a sacred invitation. You're being called back to the beginning, back to your essence. The universe isn't rushing you to act, it's guiding you to remember. Remember who you were before the noise, before the wounds, before the weight of expectations. In this space, this holy stillness, you are safe, you are seen, and you are held. Nothing is broken, nothing is missing. You are exactly where you need to be. The path ahead will become clear, but only if you stop forcing it. There is wisdom in the void, there is power in the pause, and there is truth in every sign you've received, especially this one. So I leave you now with this affirmation. I am not lost, I am returning to myself. I trust the silence, I honor the unknown, and I am ready to begin again. If these words moved something inside you, share them in the comments. Tell me where you were when this number found you. What were you feeling? What needed to end so something sacred could begin? Your story might be the mirror someone else needs right now, and I'll be right here, reading, listening, and holding space with you.